Hi, I've been sorting out my packets of seeds, which I've got quite a collection, some of them from back in 2004. So I decided I've either got to throw them out, which I don't really want to do, or get some of them sown. So I want to show you what I've got for each season and what I'll do with each packet of seeds, and show you the varieties that I've got here, and show you which ones I've got aside for winter sowing, and some others that I will wait till next spring and sow them then. So let's take a look. First of all, I gathered all my seeds together, and then I went through, I googled the hardy annuals, the winter sowing options, and the spring summer sowing, so the things that are too tender to go out around any frosts. So I ended up with a list of hardy annuals, and I wrote down the ones that I have in seeds, and then I went through the winter sowing. I wrote down all the ones I could find that you could try winter sowing with. So, and then I made a little list of what could be done both ways. And then I went over to things like marigolds, petunias, zinnia, cosmos, salvia, cleome, gomphrena, and that need to be sown clear of the frosts. So that's the first thing I did. Then I separated out all my seeds, and I've got a pile here that can be done, that are hardy annuals, that can be done in the next few weeks, and it's late summer here. So that's my sweet peas, and then I've got primula, which I want to do quite quickly because I want them flowering through the winter mainly. This is a new one which I haven't had much luck with, chiastophyllum. So I'm going to try that again. And agastache and aquilegia, and all my poppies, which I sowed too late this year to have any success with. Now some of these are from 2024. This one's 2026, but this one here is 2024. I've had that long. So, and these ones, scabiosa, lupin, hollyhock, what's this? What are these? Larkspurs, and more hollyhock. So that's the ones I intend to sow. And I think also these stocks, forget-me-not, Emeria, Iberis, Arabis, which are two different things, Anchusa, which I've had before, pretty wee blue flower. These are all front of the border ones, or Brescia and Ageratum. So they're all the front of the border ones. These are the back ones, Army, Didiscus, which I'm excited to try. Haven't had that one yet. Bishop's flower, which is also Army. What's this? Oh, the name escapes me at the moment, the common name for that. Bishop's flower and foxglove. So that's those. And Veronica is also a back of the border one. Orlea, these are the middle. Snapdragons, Antirrhinum, Nigella, and Phlox, Candy Tuft. So that's quite a few. So what I then did was, and that's a flax as well. So some of these I've sown before. So Now over here, saponaria, Thai silk, I always forget it. It's the pansies. So I sorted them out. I've took away the spring sowing ones. Now they are things like the petunias and patience and things that have to be sown in the spring. So I've put those aside. And these ones are for winter sowing. I've put them on there, the saponaria, and I will get that. Poppy. Californian poppy, this one is. And the pansies, I'm going to try winter sowing those. Then I decided that I would look at the things that need cold stratification. So because it's the end of summer here and we're likely to get quite a lot of heat from now on, I'm actually going to take some of these out and not try them now, but wait and do winter sowing with them. So the cold stratification ones are the scabiosa and lupin, the hollyhocks and the larkspurs, and the poppies. So I'll leave those and do them winter sowing, winter sow those. Agastache and Granny's bonnet and this Chastophylium, and that might be why I've failed with it before. And the primulas I'm going to put in the fridge because I really want them to flower sooner rather than later. So I'm going to put those in the fridge, and then that cuts down the ones I will sow now. So now I'm down from 43 I think I had. So there's about, I don't know, 10 or 15 in this pile here, which I'll wait and try my winter sowing for the first time and see how that goes. And then I'll still have an opportunity in the spring to sow some of these. So I'm left with probably about, I don't know, maybe 30 that I will sow in the next few weeks. So I'll be back to chat about that. These ones over here are ones that I've tried. I didn't like the Linearia is Honesty, and I don't want that again. And this is Lunaria and Linearia, and that was a bit too tiny really for me. Nepeta, I've got enough of those in the garden and they self-seed. The lupin, blue dress, I've got enough of those and they self-seed. Marvel of Peru, now this was interesting. Salmon Sunset, now this is quite tall and I put it down the back garden and I've had a couple of flowers off it, but I'm not bothered about having that again. And this one, corncockle, yes, I don't want that again either, so those I'll probably give away or swap at some point. The corncockle just wanders too much for me and doesn't provide enough interest in the garden for me. And I've got a little pile of stuff here that's finished that I like to keep in case I want to try things again. So that's it till I come back and show you my progress with the seed sowing.